And now, welcome to the Great Cigar and Pipe Show, presented by Hiram and Solomon Cigars, and coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios.
Hello. Welcome, everybody, and happy Valentine's Day to all of you.
To all you Cupids and Cupidesses out there.
Joe, say hi first. Come on. Already he's digging it.
Oh, you know Joey. He can't wait to pour that whiskey. He's all about it.
Yeah, I'm busy.
I know. He's
getting
always
high
busy.
instead of saying hi.
But everybody, welcome. We want to thank you for joining us on this Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You're showing your love, and we're showing you love. So it's a perfect thing.
It's a family show, man.
It is. You know, you stay there, I stay here. No problem. You know, we don't want nobody next to me. You know, my brother was here, but now he's down there. So, but everybody, hit the share button, please.
And soon I'll be down there.
And you're gonna be down there too,
and you'll be there all alone.
And I got this whole big couch to myself.
That's it. You can do the show laying down.
Whoa!
Well, that's okay.
Again, this is a family show.
What are you doing?
Come on.
Unbelievable. You know, you can never take the New Yorker out of Bob.
Hit the fucking restart button. Restart.
Yeah. Bob just says it how it is. I mean,
that's right. That's what New Yorkers are. We always say it the way it is. Absolutely. But yes, please, everybody, hit the share button and let everybody know. If your friends don't have, family and friends don't have Facebook, let them know on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch. They can see this live, folks. So let's get out there. We got two amazing guests tonight, and we're pretty excited. One we just pulled out of the lion's den because only up to about 3 hours ago did he even know he was going to be with us. So we have a little switch of names here tonight.
It's all right. We work on the fly here.
Well, keep your fly close.
Well, we have
but it's all good. And of course, we have our sponsor and our friend, Mr. Glen Case, here from Kristoff Cigars. Yeah, I thought I heard applause. Did I hear applause? That's what I heard applause. There you go. Can't forget the applause.
The studio audience is on a 2-minute
delay, right?
So.
Hey, the studio audience has had wine and whiskey tonight, so they're just, don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay. So that's what he said. But anyway, again, everybody, we're going to have a special pairing tonight.
Yes.
And it is Joey's once-a-month pairing show. Oh, yeah. So, Joey, I'm going to turn it over to you because this is really your show. You're going to kind of run it here. And you put this idea together for the cigar and for the bourbon that we're drinking. So let's hear a little bit about it.
Absolutely. So I'm Joe Gulino from Galewood, Chicago. I'm representing Whiskey Network Magazine. That's through WBSE, Whiskey, Bourbon, Scotch Enthusiasts on Facebook. It's a virtual magazine that publishes to your email on the 1st of every month. It's free to subscribe. It's whiskeynetwork.net. And as the Chooches explained, I do a monthly live pairing and follow up in my articles that publish on the 1st. And tonight, we're going to be doing Glen Case's new Kristoff Guardrail cigar, which has a really special story behind it. And we're going to be pairing that with the Debonair bourbon that is from 28 Mile Distillery in Highwood, Illinois, which is rather close to Glen, or at least where Glen grew up in Lake Forest. So that's kind of cool. I've done the pairing. It's a very, let's just say you're going to go on a wild ride with this pairing. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited to talk to our guests. And
we always go on wild rides.
It's whiskeynetwork.net, free to subscribe.
Nice. Beautiful, Joey.
Okay. Nice. And I'm telling you, I guess Kyle and I have smoked quite a few of these already, and it is a unique smoke, if we do say myself.
It is a fantastic smoke.
Can't wait to have Glen explain exactly what this cigar is all about.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
I'm telling you, Bob and Frank, I don't think you had it yet.
No, we haven't.
You guys are going to really have
the liquor. So this will be new for both of us.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of having the Guardrail at Arlington Pipe and Cigars holiday party because they put it out, and this was, I mean, I went on a journey with this cigar. It was a fantastic smoke.
Nice.
I couldn't believe at how well made and the quality of tobacco that was put into this cigar coming through. Like Ronnie wasn't even there, and I told him, and because I gotten there way earlier than he did, and I go, Ronnie, you got to get the Guardrail. Like, you got to try this because this is a fantastic smoke.
And Ronnie, you were able to taste it?
No, Ronnie can't taste anything.
I know. That's why I'm really surprised.
Other than food, Ronnie's one-dimensional. His palate is one-dimensional.
Not really, Frank.
Cigar.
Yeah, you guys. I'm telling you. There is a palate there, but it tastes a couple other things too. But it's a family show, so I can't talk about it.
Whoa!
But anyway, the Guardrail, yes. A little prosciutto on top of that, the gabagol, everything. We're doing good.
Some garlic bread, and he's all good.
Oh, the garlic bread, absolutely, and pizza. We can't forget about the pizza. But no, if I can taste this
further, Ronnie, before we go any further, maybe you want to introduce us. Like,
I know, he's slacking.
You guys, no. You took off the show, and I couldn't get it going because you stepped in, and then you stepped in. So anyway,
it's
for the
called
folks,
running a show.
As more people are joining us, we had some newbies. I see. Let's introduce ourselves. All right, I'm Ronnie Pecorini. This is my co-host here, Mr. Kyle Jesso.
Sidekick. This is sidekick.
My sidekick.
Get out of this sidekick crap. I am going to protest this show. I'm going to give it a 1-star Yelp review.
And he's out of here. Forget about it. You know what I mean? All right. Down in Florida, folks, there was those two characters. My brother, retired Bob.
How you doing, folks?
Yeah, I like the way Frank. Yeah, make sure you tell him. He's the guy. And the one, the only, the chooch master himself, cousin Frank.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Oh, what a hype.
Look at that. A little bit of hand motion.
Oh, now he's using hand size. Oh, man.
He's talking Italian again, you know?
This is how Italians talk, with their hands.
If we got handcuffed, Joey knows all about it. We'd be in serious trouble. We have it really. You're going to take us to the hospital. We're going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, well, it is Valentine's Day, so I just might bust out the handcuffs.
Oh, whoa.
Hey. Is she in the house?
Yeah. She's upstairs, isn't she?
In the basement.
Behind the bookcase.
She's in the basement going, help me.
Oh, boy.
And then, folks, we have
the rafters.
And this show is off the rails. Thanks.
We're not going nowhere till Christmas.
And folks, if you don't know him by now, he's our chooch master in his own way, our very own Joey G. And because of that, bada bing, bada boom, he's out of there. Hello, Joey.
The rim shot.
The one thing I have to say, it is Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
and
it is.
in proper fashion, Joey, he is a man of many faces and bodies. He embodies a lot of different characters.
He's only one character.
No, but today,
he's a poor character.
He flew in for the show.
Cupid.
So we have Joey Cupid.
That's me after the blue pill.
Look at I just gotta say, look at that ass. He must work out.
Boy, oh boy. The muscle tone back there, I tell you. It's not easy being a cop in Chicago. You gotta give him kudos. He twerks all over the place.
Yeah. Hey, all those girls love the guy in uniform, so
they do. People love them. I think they like firemen more than cops.
Oh, well,
they're hotter.
Well, they're sure is into fire. That's for sure.
Anyway,
folks,
everybody,
is that a nightstick you got there, or?
He's just happy to see you, Bob.
He just has one of those coins, pennies all filled up to about 3 inches. That's all.
Maybe we should go to our sponsors.
You think so?
Maybe.
Go to our sponsors before we all get indicted, please.
Well, we are in Chicago, so yeah, anything goes.
But
Oh
boy, this show always goes off the rails.
Right off from the beginning, you guys are terrible. Everybody, hit the share button, because when we come back, we got two more amazing guests tonight and an incredible pairing.
You know what, Joey? Though you're looking kind of fuzzy. Maybe you should do something about that.
Yeah.
I'll work on that on the sponsor.
Yeah, definitely. Clean up your act, will you? Yeah. Look right out there. Go in the basement. See how that.
Things get a little blurry when I'm drinking. So.
Anyway, everybody, let's go to our sponsors. And happy Valentine to you.
Cigar in the Bottle is 2 palate-pleasing gifts in 1. A specially blended Grand Pommier XS VSOP Cognac is elegantly contained in patented numbered bottles. Winner of back-to-back-to-back medals at the LA Spirits Awards, Cigar in the Bottle inventor Forbidden Johnny teams up with Vartan and Hendrik Kellner for this custom-blended Vartan Reserva cigar, well-preserved in a hand-blown glass chamber featuring Bovita 2-way humidification.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, the knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines. The Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, the Art of Magic.
Over the Rhine Premium Cigars is located in the heart of Cincinnati, 50 yards south of historic Findlay Market. We offer both known brands and the finest boutique cigars available. Feel free to bring your favorite beverage and relax in Dude Daycare, where dudes of all genders are welcome. We look forward to serving you at Over the Rhine Premium Cigars. And we are a proud member of the Boutique Cigar Association.
All begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our 2 major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Whoa. What? Whoa.
We're here.
What's going on here? Whoa. What's going on here?
Whoa. Boy,
What do you mean,
things are
what's
happening
going on?
here.
What's going on?
Well, this is a cigar.
That was a Fugazi appearance.
No. It's a Cigar Spirit Pairings episode. And see, I just wanted to make sure we have that and properly display.
And the
Nice.
way you just knocked Ronnie and
Yeah.
Kyle out.
You
man.
gotta knock them out right away.
Hey.
Joe,
Look what happened.
Hey.
Look who the hell showed up.
shut up.
I had to fix my screen.
Wow.
You
Okay.
never know who can surprise us on these shows.
Unbelievable.
It's Valentine's Day, so
Yeah.
Raquel Welch didn't walk in, but he did.
I don't think Raquel Welch can walk anymore.
Whoa.
Well, I don't know. I'll let you know if she does walk in.
What is she
Bob.
in her
but you're
80s
looking-
now?
You're looking much clearer now, Joey. I like this.
Yes,
It's
awesome.
much
Better,
clearer,
much
clearer
better,
picture.
much better.
My living room just didn't make it for you. I know.
Yeah. It was a little hazy in there.
Purple haze.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
Window
talk
pane
later.
haze. Anyway, welcome back, everybody, and we are excited. We're ready for two amazing guests to come on.
Yes.
And we're going to ask you again and all night. Let's hit the share button. Let's get this show to everywhere that you know. It's 65 countries plus. We gave up asking. I keep asking Kyle, where are we up to yet? Because I really like to get to 75 by the summer, but Kyle's a busy guy. He's a busy guy.
You're asking a lot.
Anyway, so Joey, I'm going to put you in charge because this is kind of your gig, your show
should bring
tonight.
the guests on.
And let's introduce the two amazing people.
All right, we have Jonathan Hopmeyer from 28 Mile Distillery. He is the director of sales.
And he's a New Yorker.
On everybody. You.
Good.
Yeah.
And we have Glen Case, owner of Kristoff Cigars.
Hey. So talk about this amazing pairing that you came up with. Your idea here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? We're gonna go to Glen first, so we can let Jonathan settle in here a little bit since he got kind of just thrown in there last minute. But Glen, we have your new Kristoff Guardrail cigar. I know this is a very personal story for you. If you want to give us the rundown on this cigar and the story and how this cigar came about.
And absolutely. Thank you for having us, guys. I mean, it's always a pleasure being on your show.
Thank you.
We're friends, and I just love this tight-knit industry. So the Guardrail, which I'm going to light up now.
Mm-hmm.
So the Guardrail is, there's a story behind it. So as I cut this, as a Kristoff smoker, we all have pigtails on our cigars. You can bite it off, twist it off, cut it off, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a quick cut, and I'm going to light it. So the Guardrail, the story behind this, back in October 5th, 2019, I was in a very serious motorcycle accident. And so the backstory on prior to that is I've done motorcycle events all over the country. I've ridden bikes for many, many years. So prior to this event, my wife and I were sitting on our back porch. I'm smoking a cigar, sharing a bottle of wine. And this is about 30 days before this particular event. I said, hon, something doesn't feel right about this run, this bike run. She's like, well, just cancel it. I'm like, well, I can't cancel it. They've been marketing this in Oklahoma City. And so pretty much for the 4 weeks prior to this event, I told her something doesn't feel right. So no worries. I fly out to the event. My sales rep picks me up at the airport, get to the hotel the night before. I go, brother, this doesn't feel right. Something's off. He's like, what do you mean? He goes, you've done these events all over the country, bike rides. So the cigar shop promotes that I'm coming out, we're going to rent a bike, and we're going to do runs with anywhere from 20 to 100 bikers, right? So no worries. Next morning, we're at the hotel lobby having breakfast, and two paramedics walk in with a gurney.
Whoa.
Breakfast. And I told them, I go, just before they walked in, I go, brother, I'm telling you, something's not right about this run. It's like, Don't worry about it. It's fine. You've done this a million times. I'm like, all right, got it. So 2 paramedics walk in with a gurney, and 2 minutes later they walk out, and they're like, "Sorry, we're in the wrong hotel.
Oh.
We're supposed to be in the hotel next door."
Oof.
So I looked at my rep. I'm like, we both said at the same time, "That was weird."
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's weird. So then we go rent the bikes that morning and fill out all the paperwork. He rents a bike. I rent a bike. And the last thing was handing over our license. And hand over the license. He goes, the guy that Harley goes, "Glenn, I can't rent you a bike." I'm like, "What do you mean? Your license expired on your birthday last week."
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Right. I'm like, oh, well, that blows. I'm like, I've got 60 guys waiting to ride a bike with me on a bike run tomorrow or today, that day. And he says, "No worries. I'll fudge the date on your license. Not a problem." Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
Wow.
Great. Thank
Wow.
you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't hear this.
Yeah.
Right.
don't ride through Franklin Park.
Would you cut his earphone?
Hold on a second there, Joey. This is
What's
And,
that, Jonathan? I didn't hear you.
And I'm
I
very,
think that guy was my roommate in college.
Yeah.
Your roommate in college. Yeah, there you go.
and my wife and I are very strong in our faith. And so the fact that God was talking to me for 4 weeks prior to this event is amazing. So anyway, so we get to the dealership again, get the bikes. He's like, "We'll fudge the date on your license, no problem." Then we get to the cigar shop, and there's 60 bikers there waiting for us. We go on a 6-hour tour, cruising through a great trip, right? And this is in little, where are we? Lose track. Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So we're finishing up the run. I'm 10 minutes away from the Harley dealership.
Yeah.
Drop off the bike. And I'm going through a sweeping right-hand turn with strong crosswinds. And all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm scraping the pegs on my right.
Oh, my God.
Bike.
Oof.
Wow. You are low.
It sweeps out from under me.
Mm.
And I hit a guardrail doing about 65, 70 miles an hour.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
boy.
Oh.
So I blacked out. I came to, they told me about a half hour later on the side of the road. And when I came to, paramedics were cutting clothes off of me on the side of the road. And there was some woman holding my hand, praying over me.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, all right, this is not good.
Yeah.
So I blacked out again, and I felt no pain, which is amazing, right? The human body.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Adrenaline and shock. Yeah.
Shock. Yep.
Exactly. So the next time I came to, it was in the paramedics, the ambulance. And I came to and I asked the paramedic, I'm like, "How bad is it?" He said, "We're going to do the best we can."
Oh.
I'm like,
Oh,
all right, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah. No. Oh man.
Black out again. Why don't you?
Blacked out again.
There you go.
So the next time I came to, I was in the ER and they were stitching up my eye. And a couple hours later, I think, I don't know, hours later, whatever it was, they called my wife and said,
Oh no.
Glenn had an accident, but he's fine. So I was flying home. The plan was I was flying home the next morning, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so she's like, "All right, take a picture of him. Let me know he's okay."
Yeah.
And so before my sales rep, who was there on site, took a picture, said, nurse, like, wait, you can't take a picture. I was covered in blood, right?
Oh.
So they cleaned me up, take a picture. And to this point, she was still thinking, all right, he's coming home an hour or two later, next day, delay the flight. So apparently, and this is what my wife told me, I called her about 2 or 3 in the morning from some number she didn't know.
Oh, no.
So it was a nurse who I apparently borrowed a phone from. And she's like, all right, you're not making any sense. Something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone to someone.
Yeah.
And so the nurse said, all right, what are your questions? She's like, well, he's coming home tomorrow. And she's like, oh, no.
No, he's not.
Tomorrow. He's going to be in the hospital for a long time, and hopefully he makes it.
Oh, my God. That's what she told your wife?
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
So
that's a gut punch.
Right. So fast track, I had shattered my tibia in 13 different places. Meniscus, shattered my nasal cavity, my eye socket, my cheekbone, concussion, blood on the brain. And she's like, he can't, are you kidding? He's not going to be here. He's not going home for a long time.
Yeah.
So 8 days later, my wife rents a car to drive me home because I can't fly with blood on the brain, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so that's the short story behind the guardrail, because I hit the guardrail. And by the way, the state sent me a bill for the guardrail to pay for the guardrail.
Oh, what the hell?
I hope you sent them back in with cigars, I mean, they would enjoy that. That's for sure. Oh, my God.
Well, hearing that, I've actually got an idea for his next cigar. His next cigar should be called the $6 Million Man, because it's
right. Well, that's only one night at the hospital these days. So, well, Glenn, I'm sorry that you had to go through all that. That sounds horrible. Story. But what a story for this amazing cigar that you created.
Now I know why there's so much passion and flavor and everything behind this stick, because this is amazing journey right here.
He dug deep on this one.
Well,
right.
He had to talk to his guardian angels to get the
instead of guardrail, it should be called a guardian, because obviously for a month, the big man upstairs has been trying to tell you something.
He's watching,
but he pulled you through it, because you had to be there for those 60 men out there who expected you. So
this just goes to show you, no matter how much you don't listen, he's still gonna watch out for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so at that point, the back side of this band are angel wings, right? So I had an angel over my shoulder.
Yeah.
And so that's the story behind the guardrail, and I'm just blessed to be here.
Wow.
God's
we're blessed to have you, man.
Yeah, we're glad that you're around to make a cigar like this, because man, this is man, I am.
So we'll get into that in a second.
Holy cow.
Let's bring Jonathan. Let's talk about that. And then we're going to ask both what's inside these.
Let's bring on Jonathan after a story like that. That's
Can you top that story, by the way?
Jonathan, can you beat that?
on 3 hours notice, too.
So I was on my Segway.
It's all good, brother. You got it. You got this. You got this.
This is delicious.
Oh, we can't hear him.
You can't hear you.
We lost Jonathan. Did you mute yourself?
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
We lost him.
Power down and power back up.
Keep going, buddy. Keep talking.
No,
not yet.
Uh-oh.
Maybe the big man upstairs is not letting him talk because he wants Glenn to talk a little more.
Right?
All right.
Well,
so we'll come back to Jonathan.
Come back to Jonathan. That's all right.
We're gonna had enough.
I know myself and Bob. We obviously, since this is our first time smoking the cigar, I think what's really beautiful about the cigar is the minute that we opened up the cello and the packaging that the 4 sticks came in. 4 cigars. I don't want to call them sticks because some people take sticks and say that that's a bad thing. Oh, well, Jonathan's back.
Is he coming?
He's back.
He's almost back.
He's almost back.
He's almost back. There we go.
There he is.
Can we hear him now?
How's that?
All right. There you go.
There we go.
Welcome.
We got you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You're good, brother. You're good.
Yes.
All right.
So first of all, not only am I like 3 hours off this, but now I got to follow a guy that is saved by the graces of God.
We told you we're going to put you. We told you this is not an easy show to be on.
Holy mackerel! And
yeah. So what do you got?
This, but I'll be hosting the Emmys next week as well. So
nice.
Holy cow! So here's the deal. I mean, other than to say, by the grace of God, thank God for you and your good health, sir. So good for you. Let me tell you a little bit about our bourbon. So we are 28 Mile Distillery. We started our distillery about 4 years ago. We're from a town called Highwood, Illinois, which is a town that was wet during Prohibition. And so hopefully if we did our job right, the label should take you back.
Yes.
Kind of the Great Gatsby, the Roaring 20s.
Your label is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Everything we do, all the way from our vodka and our gin to our Debonair bourbon, should take you back to the Roaring 20s, all the way to our distillery as well. And so the bourbon itself is kind of a blend of straight Kentucky bourbon. But the thing that I love most about it is that it gives you a little high rye. It's still that 21% high rye, but it's really blended in a sherry and cognac cask. So it gives you a little sweetness, it gives you a little fruit, and at the same time gives you that high rye spice, so that as I'm hoping, when you take it and pair it with that really good Guardrail cigar, it gives you a nice little hybrid of a taste and smell to go with it.
No, absolutely. So this is
hope.
this high rye is it Tennessee whiskey blended with Kentucky bourbon?
Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. And then again, when we started doing this, before our distillery was even thought about, we were planning on doing a bourbon. And so we had 3 real goals for the bottle. Number one, we wanted a $50 bottle for plus or minus $35. And again, this was 8 or 9 years ago when we were planning the goal for the bottle. The second thing was we wanted an all-day drink, which was where that 92 proof came in, right? So the goal is to get people to be able to drink this at noon, at 5, at 9, in cocktail, not in cocktail. So you could sip this, you can have it neat, you could have it on the rocks, or you can have it in an old-fashioned or a Manhattan, any way you choose to. In a mule, it's outstanding as well. And then the third thing, which I think is really important, if you think about it, 9-10 years ago, there wasn't the big female bourbon craze as you have right now. Now here we are, 5-7 dudes scratching ourselves, drinking everything brown because that's what we're supposed to do. But 7 or 8, 9 years ago, you didn't have that real female push. And so the sweetness and the fruit of this bourbon has been so attractive to the female side. And so it's done exceptionally well across the board.
Yeah, I can almost get so this pairing with the Guardrail and the Debonair, I'm almost getting it's taking me back to my grandma's kitchen, with almost like a sugar cookie, like those warm, fresh baked sugar cookies. That is this is it really is. My memories are flooding back as I'm doing this pairing right now.
Do you get any vanilla in there? Do you get any?
Yeah, vanilla.
Yeah. Big time vanilla. You have cinnamon. That
Yeah.
spiciness. I guess that's from the rye.
Do you get any cherry at all?
A little cherry, yes. Little cherry.
Cherry.
Well, Bob and Frank, you guys actually have the is it the Forwood?
Yeah,
blue
we have
label?
a different. We have.
Yeah. They have the distillery only one.
Now, Jonathan, what's the difference between the black label and the blue label?
Well, the blue label that you fellas have is the 4 cask, and so that is our own special bottle that comes directly out of the distillery, and so that is not sold out, by our distributor at all right now. It's really just sold at our distillery, and so much in the same way we have a gin that's available at our distillery, and so there are a couple things we kind of test out there and see how it goes right before we get it out into the market.
So Bob and Frank got the special bottle, huh?
Yeah,
We did. Now, so what are the four?
Why are they special?
Because we are.
We're a
By
bunch
the
of
way,
chooches.
do I have to wait till noon? I could drink this like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Bob, you're going to drink it no
You
matter
can
what,
put a
whatever
nipple-
time it
you can
is.
Put a nipple on it and go to bed with it and wake up in the
Oh,
There you
there you go.
There it is. I love it.
Boy,
I love it.
You're speaking Bob's language.
There you go. This is very
So
nice.
what are
very
the 4
smooth.
barrels that we're getting from this cast? What are the 4 different? I'm
Well,
assuming
they're
that.
all they're in the suck-term barrels, and so we do all the blending in Highwood ourselves. And
Okay.
so that's one of the benefits. We have about 200 to 300 barrels right now in Highwood.
Gotcha.
Are you able to tell us where you're getting the Kentucky bourbon and the Tennessee whiskey from?
No, sir. If I do, I'll tell you.
You really think they're going to give us a special sauce?
Nice try, Joey. Nice try.
All we know is things are happening here in Chicago with a bourbon and a cigar right
Hey,
here. The two
Julia
people are.
Child give you her fucking recipes.
All right, so then we'll go to Glenn. Glenn, can you tell us about the blend we have going on here in the Guardrail?
Well, what you can tell us.
No, absolutely. So this is great conversation. I love this. So I will tell you. So the wrapper on this is Brazilian Maduro.
Okay.
Binder is Dominican Habano. Filler is very special. So this is the filler on this is from Africa, Zimbabwe,
Nice.
Valley region. And as far as I know, we're the only ones using this tobacco. And I will tell you, with this beautiful bourbon,
Yes.
there are notes of caramel that are perfect pairings, and I get the fruit notes from both of these. And it's just a beautiful pairing. I mean,
Oh yeah.
truly, truly beautiful pairing.
Thank you.
So thank you. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. In the for me in this first third of the Guardrail, I'm getting a unique lambskin leather flavored wafers. I think the cookies the sugar cookies you were talking about. There's a nice subtle momentary fruity and leathery spice on the retro.
Yes.
You guys get in that?
Yes. Yes.
And there's a nice hint actually on the tip of the nose. If you really pay attention, there's a little hint of coconut.
That's good. I like that. I like that. That's good.
You know what? I could see
Right?
that.
He's learning. He only started smoking last year.
His first cigar was on our show 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Celebrating 1 year this week. There's also awesome cocoa on the foot smoke odor on this cigar.
Oh, definitely cocoa on the.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But this is a perfect pairing with his bourbon. It's beautiful.
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
like
absolutely.
caramel
This
and
is a
cocoa
match.
is like a perfect pairing.
This is
So
a
thank you.
match made in heaven.
Oh, made at least right here on this show.
Well,
No,
it's
Both are
almost
excellent.
biblical.
Jonathan, I have a question for you. I love some backstories because backstories help kind of round out a brand.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the backstory of Debonair and how you came up with the name, that beautiful image, because I saw on your website, it kind of tells us a little bit about the type of ice that you use in your glasses there. I mean, you have a beautiful distillery with and bar and pizza. I mean, you guys do it all. So tell me a little bit about the backstory.
Well, first of all, I mean, thank you for that. I mean, we try to, our distillery is called 28 Mile Distillery for one reason, right? We're 28 miles north of Chicago, as I said, in that town called Highwood. And being from that town that was wet, right, we embraced the hell out of everything during Prohibition. And so all the way from stamping our ice with the 28 on there to embracing the legend of Rose Miller, which was who was the Debonair. We used her recipe for the Debonair recipe for our bourbon. And so we really do take things back to the sconces on the wall, to the lighting, to the lettering, to the copper on the stills. So when we do our drinks, to our cocktails, to when we give tours, all the way to the live music that we have at our venue, we really pay homage, and we go back, long back, even though we're only 4 years old, but the history of Highwood goes back long before us, and we pay tribute to that the whole time. And so we love our history, and we really try to embrace that the whole time.
Well, yeah, it's that speakeasy that you came out with back in the 20s and all. So you're right in the right spot for it. And again, of course, old Chicago. I mean, you're right up from 28 miles to be exact. So
Right, exactly.
you really are filling that whole niche there, which is fantastic. No question about it.
Well, let's not forget the big thing too is that number 23 himself put that area on the map up there because he lived in that area.
Michael Jordan.
Number 23.
Let everybody know who's that. Well,
the goats.
And Glenn, from what I understand, you grew up in Lake Forest. You're 4 miles from Highwood, right?
Well, I grew up in
Just down the
Chicago,
street.
Chicagoland, right, my entire life. So I always say I'm a gringo making cigars for a living in Chicago. Makes perfect sense.
Right.
I appreciate this, brother. This is awesome. We're
Thank
neighbors.
You.
It's
We are
beautiful. Amazing.
You got to
And,
get his cigars in your shop one way or another, just to let you know. You guys make an amazing pair.
Would love
it is awesome. It is literally awesome.
It truly is
awesome.
It is. And you know what's great about it is that you never want a cigar to compete with what you're drinking.
No.
So you have what you have here is you have that
balance.
Yeah, you have that balance. And
really is.
ultimately that's what's important in any kind of blending is the balance. Glenn,
and
cigar.
Jonathan was touching on this earlier with the ABV on here at 46%. It marries beautifully with this what I would say like a medium to medium bold cigar.
Yeah, absolutely. And I it's just Glenn, kudos, because again, this is something that you're not going to really smoke anywhere else. You're not going to have an experience like this because again, Zimbabwe tobacco. We talked about this about 1.5 years ago on the show about African tobacco really becoming something that a lot of blenders are going to be reaching out for because of its uniqueness. So I think, Glenn, you're at the forefront of doing that. Is again, kudos to you for taking the risk because it is risky, right? You don't know what it's going to be.
Absolutely.
It's a
so
home
when you
run.
blend a cigar, I mean, it's a total risk. And I blend cigars based on what I like to smoke, but you have no idea when you launch a cigar how it's going to perform in the market, right?
Yes.
So, so even this, right? So we're taking chances, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
In this case, beautiful pairing. This is amazing. Seriously amazing. Oh, there we go.
Look for this box, folks. This is what you want to go for. This is everything that we are talking about tonight. Glenn, we have a few of our New Yorkers on. Is this line out in New York, or how can our New York crowd get hold of this?
It's everywhere, right? So whether you're brick and mortar or online, CI, JRs, Thompsons, it's everywhere. So
okay, all right,
right out.
Yeah, and there's some obvious fruit
20 count.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell.
There's 20 count boxes.
So.
20 count. Yeah.
Yep.
Glenn, there's some obvious like fruit notes going on in this cigar. Is that coming from the African tobacco or the Brazilian wrapper?
So I think most of the fruit notes are coming from the Brazilian wrapper.
Okay.
If you get into Zimbabwe tobacco, it's more savory, caramely sort of flavor, but everyone's palate is different. So
in the second third, I'm getting like some fruity melon flavors going on there. In that second third, the retro actually settles down a little bit to like a creamy candy-like flavor.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got a great palate, my friend.
Don't make his head bigger, will you? Come on.
We got a question from the audience, Glenn, and what sizes are available? I've seen the Matador and the Robustos, but we got Billy wants to know any 6x60s.
Gordos.
Yeah, Gordos.
Yep, Gordos. We got them. Yep.
Got
yep.
them. Oh, wow. Okay. I like that.
It's a
Excellent.
great selling size, right? And
Yes.
I'm not a huge ring gauge guy, but it's so popular in the market, right? So I love Lanceros. I make 9 different Lanceros, but but the bigger ring gauge is huge. It's huge.
Tell us a little bit how somebody would be able to get your cigars, Glenn, because we have a lot of new audience members. People may not be that familiar with the Kristoffs. So how would somebody go about getting the Kristoff blend, into their own personal humidor?
You're right. So you can go to our website, kristoffs.com, and click on the tab that says where to buy. So you can figure out where it is in your neighborhood. I mean, you can put a radius on exactly where it is you live, or you can go to CI or Thompson's or JR's and get it pretty much anywhere.
Gotcha.
Oh, nice.
Delivered right to your door if you want.
Yeah,
if you want.
And this is pretty wild in that second, third, the foot smoke odor, that cocoa foot smoke odor actually transitions to like a bold purple grape odor.
I like that.
Yeah.
Joe,
It does.
Joe, wait a minute. Joe,
What are you smoking?
Are you smoking the same thing? Purple grape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that there was an
It
odor
does.
for purple grape.
A little.
Is it different than
Well, he's smoking purple haze. That's what he's smoking.
No, but it's got amazing flavors. Guys, how about
Yeah.
you down there? Well, what are you noticing? Because great on the retro, great on the burn. The drawer
I'm
is amazing.
actually loving this pairing. It's absolutely perfect. Joe, good call on this one. Kudos to both of you. I think the bourbon is absolutely delicious.
Yep.
And
This
Glenn,
cigar is out of the
this
world.
cigar
Yeah.
is fantastic. I really, really like this one. This definitely appeals to my taste buds.
Yeah, this is right up Bob's alley.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
this one.
I mean,
So let's hold on, because let's get the audience get their questions ready. We're going to go and take another sponsor break, guys. We come back, we'll read a couple of your questions, because everybody seems to want to know a little bit more about both the bourbon and the cigar. So let's hold on, guys. And Frank, take it away.
Howard G. Cigars is a dynamic new cigar brand grown from a love for cigar culture and a respect for the artisanship behind the craft. We are a minority-owned family business based in Orlando, Florida. Our current collection delivers 3 exclusive lines: Black Moses, Magic Stick, All Pro Series, featuring Leon Searcy's signature cigar and Ike Taylor's one-of-a-kind.
You got the one-of-a-kind rankings. They got me at 89. I'm cool with that.
We are focused on evolving as a dynamic brand and bringing you new flavor-filled blends that you'll enjoy and want to share. Visit our website at www.howardgcigars.com. You can find a full list of our retail partners there too. Thank you for making us part of your humidor. DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes. We grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands. Blue Smoke Atlanta is the vision of Robin Blue, founder and CEO, and represents an award-winning luxury smoking accessory line based in Atlanta and sold worldwide. Since 2019, Blue Smoke Atlanta's goal was to redefine traditional smoking accessories into a timeless collection of exquisitely handcrafted luxury products to include cigar pokers, cannabis clips, jewelry, and other awesome things. For an elevated smoking experience, visit us at www.bluesmokeatl.com.
At Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco, we specialize solely in the finest hand-rolled, craft, and boutique cigars on the market. Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco is sure to have something that will excite you. Shop our online humidor at www.mountainsmokewv.com.
A family of 4 generations in tobacco. It started in Odense, Denmark, 141 years ago, 1882, with a factory and a retail store by Eric Peter Stogies. 4th Generation is a premium quality brand consisting of a selection of tin and loose tobaccos made in Denmark, pipes made of the finest quality briar, and superior accessories from leather goods, lighters, and pipe tools. The selection of 4th Generation products are available in premium pipe and cigar stores in the US and many European countries. Check out 4thGenPipeTobacco.com.
Oh boy,
and we're back.
I'll tell you, Frank and I have been sitting here discussing both the bourbon and the cigars, and
so have we.
And you all do? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, what else are we talking about? Girls? I mean,
both of them. Glenn, this is certainly different for Kristoff. I mean, you guys went out of the box for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. I can't say enough about it. It's exquisite.
Yeah,
exquisite.
it truly is.
I'm really, really loving the cigar, and I'm definitely getting some. I want the cigar.
What Bob is saying is he's trying to buy a whole box down in Florida.
Well, of course I am. Want some Gordos.
I think I found the place for you, Bob.
You found the place?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
All right. And for later we have a whole bottle for the.
Look at this giveaway.
The smoke.
Look at this giveaway.
Here we go. This is going to be a giveaway tonight, folks. Along with maybe a 5-pack of.
It has.
And we're drinking down here. Yep.
No, we're drinking the other one.
No, that's the blue.
No, that's the black.
No, this is the black.
Bob's blind.
I can't see. No, that's okay.
But this is going to go tonight, folks. A wonderful bottle, and I think maybe a 5-pack of the Guardrails, if that works for you, Glenn.
Of course.
Yeah.
There
Right.
it is.
So,
look at that.
yeah, Orlando says yes. It's already he's got it. Yeah, take it away from Ronnie. Thanks, Orlando. I'll see you next week. So no, I mean that's going to be the 2 fantastic prices for tonight's winner on Smoke the Chooch.
And you'll be able to do this pairing yourself at home.
Yeah.
Like this is you're experiencing what we're experiencing here. This is unbelievable.
Let's finish off the second and third of the cigar before we get a little more deeper into Jonathan's story and how he got involved and a little bit of his background.
Yeah, and as you come off those sweet fruity flavors in that second third, in the final third, you're getting more notes of that fresh lambskin leather, and there's a nice subtle transition to creamy vanilla. I think
yes,
Glenn had mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Has a nice chocolate-covered fruitcake foot smoke odor that absolutely fills the room. This cigar is high volume.
I love the way my studio smells right now.
And there's a nice back-end transition to nutty pistachios for my palate. I don't know if everybody else
Glenn,
gets
anything
that.
you like that? Pistachios?
I love that. I love that.
Pistachio.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pistachios.
I got
overbaked-
walnuts. I got walnuts.
Yeah, over baked bread and
garlic bread.
Yeah, actually, I describe this as nutty pistachios, like Bob is saying there. So when it comes time to pair the whiskey with the cigar, what I do is I'll smoke the cigar first, and I'll go to the drink, and then I'll switch it up. Because sometimes that gives you a different flavor profile, just using that strategy.
Well, see, I thought you just went to the drink and drank all the time. I didn't know you like.
Well, it depends on what time of the day it is. So
that's before work, before he puts his blues on. That's
he must come up for a smoke once in a while.
So smoking the cigar to the bourbon, it definitely enhances the fruitiness of this cigar with nice leathery vanilla and grape push popsicle flavored undertones.
Push pops.
Yes.
Push pop. This is very push pop.
Wow, that's a new one. I don't know what.
I don't think Glenn has any words for that one.
And then
I love it.
And then
Glenn loves everything. Joey, you made a friend tonight.
Hey.
So the whiskey to the cigar produces delicious and tingly caramel that melts into creamy and leathery butter.
Yes.
As I mentioned earlier, you get a nice leathery and baked burnt wafers on the retro, but again, this 46% ABV on this bourbon and the fruitiness of it just really marries well with the medium boldness and fruitiness of this cigar.
Oh yeah.
It's so what I call is a fruit bomb pairing, a wild ride pairing, especially with the backstory of this cigar.
I would say that the Guardrail and the Debonair are Valentine's made. This is their Valentine's.
Oh, it's
cigar.
a love. I mean, no question about it. What a perfect night to have these two together. Two hometown Chicago manufacturers.
Cupid shot his arrow.
Cupid, absolutely.
Yeah, I literally have here in my notes, Rose and Glenn's tribute to their rejuvenated spirits have presented the perfect opportunity to see what happens when the Debonair crashes into the Guardrail.
Whoa!
Wow. Look at that!
And next month on Whiskey Net,
March 1st.
This whole thing.
March 1st is our 3rd year anniversary edition coming out. This pairing review article and podcast will be in there as well.
So I have a question for both Glenn. Glenn being the blender of the cigar.
Glenn, I like Glenn. A Frankism. You know what? Time out, everybody. Because of that, let's drink. Happy Valentine's to Frankisms.
Yeah,
you did say Glenn.
No, I didn't. I said Glenn. If you listen to
no. We all heard
Glenn.
So what I want to know. So what I want to know, Glenn, is how long did this blend take you to actually come up with? What was the back and forth, and what was the process, your process in blending this cigar?
Yeah, this was how can I put it? It was a passion, right, for me, and I didn't want to push it, but this was a strong passion for me in terms of. So when I had the accident, my VP of sales, I told them, I said, look, I don't want anyone to know about this. My accident, nothing at all. So when I came up with this blend, it was time to release it as an homage to the accident I had.
Yeah.
That was kind of a special moment for me.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. I could see that ultimately in this expression, because every cigar is truly an expression of the blender's feelings and thoughts. And that's what I get from the cigar. And Jonathan, tell us a little bit about the blending process with obviously Debonair and how long it took you guys to figure this out and get something that you thought was worthy to bottle.
No, we lost him again.
Oh, he froze.
Yeah, he froze.
He froze. You asked him such a hard question.
No, these are hard questions.
Oh, he's going to reboot.
That's all right.
That's all right.
He'll be back in a couple seconds here.
He will.
No question about it, Glenn. We can see how emotional you are on this one, and really how this one hit home.
Big time.
And I hate to say it, because of a tragedy, a miracle cigar came out of it.
True.
I mean, this is something completely off the rails. It's unbelievable. It's got a fantastic taste, and if I can taste, everyone else can. Trust me. But it is a winner, man. It's a grand slam smoke.
It's heavenly.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Heavenly.
Yes.
It really is.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's
This
really
is-
God's grace, right? So,
Yes.
Yep.
For
Jonathan,
me,
you're back.
Are you with us, Jonathan?
he's back. He's back.
Am I back? Can
Jonathan?
you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're back. Yeah, you
Yes.
go, brother. You're back.
Right on. I'm so sorry, fellas. But first of all, I got to follow this guy again, and now he's using a word like homage.
Well, listen, you're a New Yorker. Just say someone New Yorker, and you can follow very easily.
To say. I'm like, oh my God. He's using words like I never even heard of. I thought that was a cheese. All right, so here's the deal. So when we started, when we were trying to figure out what to do with the Debonair, right? We obviously we hired people, right? I mean, we need people smarter than we are to help us do this, right? We're not.
Right.
Our bourbon is not an MGP bourbon, so that's first of all, right? So we source our bourbon directly out of Kentucky and Tennessee. And so in order to make that happen, we know exactly who to go to. We go to people that are brighter than we are to make sure that we can come up with a gold medal award winning product, which is what BTI gave us. And so for us, that's really important, right? We as a producer want to turn around the best product we can. That's how we get judged. And then as a consumer, we hope to put the best label out there so that consumers can come in and try our product. That's what I try to do and what our company tries to do. And then hopefully people can come in, try it out, and then we market hopefully the hell out of it with people like yourselves and tastings and things like that in the Chicago market, in Wisconsin, in New York, and in New Jersey. But we really rely on people like Beverage Testing Institute, to help us come up with a good strategy and how to go to market with a formula. And hopefully this is one that worked really well for us.
Absolutely.
Now, Jonathan, for those folks that may be traveling to Chicago and may travel up to the North Shore area, are they able to come to the distillery and tour or do tastings at the distillery itself?
Absolutely. They can not only come to our distillery, they can come for cocktails, they can come for a tour, they can come for a flight. If they're non-drinkers, they can come for mocktails. We also are a prime time music venue as well.
Wow.
And so we do a lot of live music. Depending on the time of the year that people come. We have an amazing rooftop. And so we've had bands on the roof. We've had bands down below. And we try to be a pretty cool venue that people really want to leave the city to come see, right? We are 28 miles outside of Chicago. And so for those not in Chicago, we're the Metro North line, which takes you literally right outside of Chicago. And so it's a real easy ride, and it drops you literally right outside our distillery. And so if you don't want to drive, take the Metro North line, drops you right outside. And, it takes you right. We're one stop from Ravinia, one stop from Lake Forest, and it makes it real easy. You can come to us any time of the day. We're open Wednesday to Saturday. Well, not.
And that's how I discovered your distillery. I was there actually for a wedding.
Oh,
had a great time. Eric knows. Bruce is actually asking, is the Debonair bourbon, does that have any link to the Debonair cigars?
It does not have a link to the Debonair cigars.
Okay.
No link.
Let me ask you, this sounds like an incredible place. I think Kyle and I would like to visit. Would the two of you be open to having maybe us do a live podcast from there? And are you able to have cigars on the rooftop by any chance?
The answer is you betcha. We would love to host you on our rooftop.
Glenn, would you like to do that? We can try to set something up maybe on a Saturday and do a special event.
Absolutely.
Let's wait till it gets a little bit warmer, though.
Yeah, I suggest it because this is an incredible pairing.
Yeah.
And not only that, but by the time you can do the forecast, but we just came out, literally just launched a brand new bourbon called ELF, ELF. Wow. It's the only butterscotch bourbon in the country. And
butterscotch bourbon.
It just launched. And so hopefully,
Okay.
whenever you want to do that, we'd love to host you, and you tell us, we'll make it happen on our end.
Well, let me ask you this, Glenn.
Coming down to Florida.
Well,
Glenn, is there a new cigar coming up by any chance? I know the Guardrail is new, but you're always working on something. Can we expect maybe something new, maybe by PCA time, or any other thoughts? Maybe we can try that with the
butterscotch cigar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so absolutely. So I'm working on a lot of new blends of the Tres Amigos.
Ooh.
So
okay.
This is a dear friend of mine from 42 years in Rolando. So my dear friend of 42 years passed away.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So October 21st last year. And then Rolando, who my mentor, who ran the factory, passed away 6 months later.
Jeez.
Ouch.
Wow.
So the Tres Amigos is coming out. We're doing the Nicaraguan Puro.
Nice.
And we've got 3 and 4 other blends beyond that, working on that.
Okay.
So yeah. So
maybe there's something that you might suggest to best what you got in there. Maybe a pairing with the new Elf, and we can maybe do a special on that.
Well,
I
feel like the Tres Amigos might be a little spicy, so you compare the spicy with the sweet of the butterscotch. You got that sweet and savory type thing going.
I like that.
And this Nicaraguan Puro, is it all from one region too within Nicaragua?
No, it's all multiple regions of Nicaragua.
Multiple regions. Okay.
So I'm not big into pepper and spice. So when we come up with a Nicaraguan Puro, it's smooth, savory, very sweet. And so, yeah. It's a very different thing we expect from a Nicaraguan Puro.
Well, we're definitely going to keep in touch about that one. And when you're ready, Glenn, for a release, let us know so we could hook up with Jonathan and Eric. And, we can do, when the weather obviously is better here in Chicagoland, we can do a rooftop.
July.
Come on.
No, it's actually been pretty mild already.
Yeah, we really had
it's
a
been like the
fantastic
50s
winter
already.
so far. Yeah, it is.
It's been warm around here the last few days, so it's been nice.
Food for thought. Just throwing it out there. But
anyway, play some more with this blend here.
Oh, this is a fantastic blend.
yeah.
Why play with it?
I like this cigar a lot.
He doesn't need to play with it. He's got perfection already with this.
I know he does. I'm saying for something in the future. Juggle it around a little more.
The African tobacco is definitely picking up, as we all know. And Zimbabwe, I mean, if this is what they can put out, you got.
I'm under the assumption that unique leathery notes that we're getting in this cigar is that coming from the African tobacco?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. 100%.
I was telling Bob during the break, kind of like a suede. It reminded me of like a suede.
That's
like
the sheep
that leathery.
I go suede. Joey goes sheep leather.
Yeah. Well,
because he's been
lambskin. So lambskin leather. It's typically used for gloves. So
yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey, that's bad.
Yeah. Okay, jackass.
I thought it's because he's been around sheep too long.
Oh,
Joey.
Well, you do have my face on a donkey, Frank. So,
Jonathan, we have a question here from Kevin. Can we smoke a cigar on the outer deck when we're there?
Yeah, we said we could.
He said
he's asking. He wants to get confirmation.
We could smoke it in the front of 20 aisle, or you could smoke it on top of the side. Absolutely.
All right.
Well, beautiful.
So, Man Matt
today, I don't
said
think
yes.
Chicago really owns the air yet, right?
Say it again.
Bob?
I said, as of today, Chicago doesn't quite own the air. yet.
Oh
right?
no.
Not
This
yet,
is outside
but
Chicago.
This is outside.
This is outside Chicago.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So I know. Let's speed it up a little bit because I know Glenn has some
Yeah, he's
important
got
plans
some-
with his lady. So we don't. We're not going to hold him too long. So why don't we take a break, and then we can go to our incredible segment that everybody's waiting for. Smoke the Chooch. So hold on. Let's go to our sponsors, everybody, and spread the word so everybody has a chance to win an incredible bottle tonight and a 5-pack of Guardrail cigars by Kristoff.
Yeah.
Frank, take it away.
This industry is steeped in family and tradition. You know, there's generational stuff, and I see it over and over, and yet I didn't come from that. Being the outsider looking in, I got to ask all the silly questions, and people were very accepting to want to give me all the right answers. I'm very thankful for those people who kind of allowed me to come in. Now with Alec and Bradley in the business, to have our company become generational, that's pretty cool.
Welcome to GTO Dominican Cigars, a boutique cigar company that artfully blends and creates some of the finest handmade puros from the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic. We are fourth-generation manufacturers and growers of tobacco with over 140 years of experience, offering a variety of styles, blends, and strengths. Mild, medium plus, and full-bodied. We would truly consider it an honor for you to experience our cigars. Those who know smoke GTO.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing.
Oh,
what happened?
What happened?
Oh,
what happened? I don't know what happened.
And we're back. Yep.
There
Something
you go.
happened quickly there, but you know what, Frank, because it's Valentine's Day, let's not hold Glenn and Jonathan too much longer.
Yep,
All right?
absolutely.
So
absolutely.
we'll just give the audience maybe 2 or 3 questions.
Yeah, for you
and
guys.
then
Well,
let's get to
we're not going to give the
Not the
audience,
audience 2 or 3 questions.
no, us, and then we'll give the giveaway because they both have to go. Okay, it's Valentine's Day again. All of you, thank you so much for joining tonight on Valentine's Day, and we got to get our special guests off so they can continue theirs. So, Frank, let's go from there. Let's go.
Absolutely. So obviously, this segment is brought to you by our friend David Blanco and Blanco Cigar Company. It's time to play Smoke the Chooch, the Chooch 9 cigar. So, you Chooches, I'm going to ask a question.
Show the mascot?
The mascot, everybody knows the mascot, but you know what? Maybe Jonathan doesn't know what a Chooch is.
Jonathan doesn't know the mascot.
The Chooch is our favorite mascot.
Yeah, there it is.
I actually look better than that one.
Yeah,
you look good. Joey's looking better and
cleaned
better
up a
every
little,
time.
Joey.
You know?
He
He
cleaned up.
shaved.
He shaved.
So these questions are for you guys. So Jonathan, Glenn, everyone, please feel free to answer if you know the answer. If you don't, please answer it so you can look like a chooch. Just saying. So, what was the first state to ban alcohol in 1838?
Oof. Ooh, wow. First state, 1838. Illinois. What the hell? They banned everything.
Alcohol.
Bob signed the ban.
1838.
Bob actually signed the bill to ban it.
I'm going to say
I would never do that.
Yeah, he had to cut himself off somehow.
I'm going to say Pennsylvania first.
Wait a minute. Hey, we can't hear you, Jonathan. Come back. We lost you. The first state actually was Tennessee.
Oh,
really?
Tennessee.
First state to ban in 1838.
No shit.
Yes.
Wow.
What's wrong with them?
And they're getting their blended, they're getting their whiskey from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Be careful. Jack Daniels would have had a hard time back then.
Well, Jack Daniels is still so the county which Jack Daniels distillery in is still a dry county.
Dry county.
still.
Yes, it is. That right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next.
Exactly. Next.
I feel like I might be getting a little dickle on this Tennessee part of the Tennessee whiskey.
We're trying to get Jonathan back on here, folks.
We're getting Jonathan
there he
back.
is.
There he is.
Jonathan.
Say hello, Jonathan.
Hello.
All right, he's back.
We lose them after a certain amount of time. You're only given a certain amount of minutes, I guess. If you pay your internet bill there.
All I know is that he's going to charge Eric twice.
He's using somebody else's internet.
You got
mail. He's working on AOL.
Yeah.
Still.
Hey, Ronnie's on that still too.
Leave AOL alone.
Okay, guys. A speakeasy is also called what?
It's also
it's also known as something else. 2 other names.
Really?
Oh.
What were they also known as?
That is I don't know that.
I don't know. I thought it was speakeasy.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Ah, see? I got them
You
stumped.
chooched me. You
I
chooched
know.
Yeah, we're a bunch of chooches. Go ahead.
They were also called the blind pig.
Oh, Bruce Stark got it. Bruce actually
Blind
said
pig
it.
or the blind tiger.
Really?
Okay.
Well, Bruce would have got it because he's that old too.
So it was named after Ronnie.
It was.
Oh, that would be the
blind pig.
That would be the blind.
Wow.
Blind cow.
It literally says that on the back of his shirt. So
It's okay with me. Next.
Nice. No,
All righty.
Last one.
good one.
One last one for you guys. This is also an interesting one. Let me go to this one. Since it's Valentine's Day, I figured I'd give you this.
Mm-hmm.
Why did women and girls eat bizarre foods on Valentine's Day in medieval times?
To make their man happy. What else do you expect?
What?
What? Good answer.
All sweet stuff.
To avoid a massacre.
By the way, the blind pig raid started in Detroit in 1967 riots. That's from Bruce Stark. So if
Thank
he said
Bruce.
it, you got to believe it.
You got to believe it.
He's a preacher. He won't lie.
You know why they did eat that bizarre foods? Because it was to dream about their future spouses.
Huh.
And that worked out pretty good.
It worked out pretty good. Listen, this is medieval times. These guys were not bathed. They never bathed.
No, nobody ever bathed.
That's how Bob met his wife.
That's right.
His first wife. He's on his 5th wife now.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Because he went back to the future.
See, and here I thought you just feed the wives a bunch of wine and then they can dream about whatever.
No, that's not the
they
way it
whine
works.
all the time, no matter what. Anyway, all right. So, folks, you got a good idea of what's going on for everybody tonight. Again, a incredible bottle that we are giving away with with a 5-pack
Excellent bourbon,
of
guys.
the
Excellent bourbon.
Kristoff
Yes.
Guardrail. Okay,
Great cigar.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Jonathan and Eric and Glenn. Thank you for the 5-pack, and most of all, thank you for coming on tonight. So, ready? This is for the audience. Get ready, set, go, Frank.
Oh, I have 2. Which one do I use? I'm going to use this one, Joey G, just because I want to.
Well, you're in charge.
Well, this isn't for Joey though. This isn't for Joey. This is for the audience.
All right, I'll do this one.
Orlando's all saying, okay, that bottle's
Who
mine.
ran an unlicensed bar in the 1880s in McKeesport, PA, supposedly telling her rowdy customers to speak easy to avoid attention from authorities?
Oh.
Well, Frank obviously doesn't want to give away anything tonight because.
Yeah, but everybody's got Alexa. They got Google. Bruce got this answer already.
Is it Hillary Clinton?
Oh!
Yeah, she's from the 1880s. I thought it was closing.
Josh, I love Josh. He goes,
okay,
no, that's a
May
cheap
West.
answer.
That's
Wait
a
a minute.
true answer, Josh.
Wait,
Hold on.
Could it be getting a Kate Hester? Could that be the correct answer?
Kate Jenner.
Could it be?
Oh!
Kate Hester, folks.
Nice job.
Wow. When you said a bar, I thought it was AOC.
Wow. Fantastic. Wow. Make sure you PM me your address so we can get that out to you. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Definitely Alexa is sitting next to you because no one else even began to answer that one. Oh,
well, what about Siri? Siri can get it too.
No, look, everybody came in after her. Sorry. Bruce, sorry, Chris. Nope. And Paul, the mini hen house.
I like Josh's answer, May West.
May West.
Thank you, Josh, for that answer. That was right at the top of the Chooch list. Yep. I love it.
But anyway, we have to let our special guest go, and because it is a special night, again, Jonathan, Glenn, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us on this special night. Please give apologies to your ladies for holding you.
Thank you. We really appreciate your women letting us hijack you for the last hour now.
Definitely. We'll be talking again because we're really interested in trying to get that pairing again with you at your location there in
here in Florida.
Hollywood. Yeah. No, Bob. No. We're going to have a great one up here. So we're going to let those two go. Thanks again. We'll talk to you real shortly, real soon. And thanks.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great night. Enjoy. Give your ladies our special thanks for sharing. Thank you. Go. No problem, Glenn. I know we're over time out here. Appreciate it. Talk to you tomorrow, buddy.
Thank you for sharing,
Glenn. So anyway, folks, you heard about the Guardrail, Kristoff Cigars. Unbelievable.
Don't forget about the Kristoff event. If you're in the Wisconsin area, they are having a Guardrail release party at Lake County Cigars up in Delavan, Wisconsin.
It's just know that. That's awesome. Thank you.
Just west of Milwaukee. So if you're in the area, get up there, say hi to Glenn, say hi to Kevin. Tell them the Chooches sent you. They may charge you double. It's fine.
I might be there with my donkey.
I love that.
You go with your donkey anywhere. No, thank you, Glenn.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you for the story. We know how passionate and everything and how this meant to you. And we're happy that you're back and stronger than ever. Thank you.
Better than ever.
Better, absolutely.
Better than ever.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, folks, Kristoff, our sponsor, a friend, get your Kristoffs, no matter how. They have an incredible line of cigars. It should fit all your palates, no matter what.
From pissed off to Guardrail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glenn, once again, you fucking did it.
Yeah, you fucking did
it. We're trying.
You didn't try.
I love you guys.
Succeeded.
So much.
Grand slam.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Everybody, have a great night. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good one. Happy
Good night,
Valentine's
everybody.
Day. Thank you for spending your time with us. Good night.
God bless you.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I feel its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful.